Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We're just about to start the front page review, starting with The Nation. Major headline: benefits of federal government Nigeria's first policy by experts. They say the FEC okays new policy. We must produce what we consume from our president. In other news, NNPCL team formidable, strong, says Dangote. Business mogul hails president. 75% of candidates scored below average in UTME. 516,212 gets 53.98 billion naira as student loan, as NELFUND ready to give out another 170.44 billion naira. Council poll: Lagos APC rallies leaders and women. PDP jazz up 57 local government LCDAs. Of course, you can't miss a picture of the President of Republic of Gabon and our very own Tony Elumelu during the conferment of the Gabonese highest national honor on Tony Elumelu. He's now a National Order of Gabonese Merit. And then another picture story of the members taking the oath of office at the inaugural meeting by the president. These are the National Assembly Civil Service Commission taking their oath of office. There's another story that will start here. Quality of work on Lagos-Calabar Highway excites House of Rep Committee. So, who has what story?
Okay. Don't you think Elumelu and the president of Gabon look like brothers?
They look like friends, though. I saw the video. They look like really good friends.
That picture, they look like brothers. Sorry, Miriam.
Yes,
I have
the Nigerian.
major headline. Experts last night expressed optimism about the major policy shift prioritizing Nigerian businesses, goods and services in all government-related economic activities. So the new approach that's been approved by FEC was announced yesterday, and speaking to reporters, it says this new direction places Nigeria and not foreign companies or imports as the center of our national development strategy. It seeks to foster a new business culture that is bold, confident, and unapologetically Nigerian. He quoted the president saying we must start producing what we consume and end importation of what we have. The experts say that this policy has considerable multiplier effect on several facets of the economy, including employment creation, foreign exchange accretion, stability, general economic growth, and social stability, amongst others. So I will just read what was outlined that we approved by the council so as to give immediate effect to the policy. They said revision of procurement guidelines. The BPP has directly, urgently revised and enforce procurement rules, register of Nigerian providers, centralization of procurement officers, mandatory audits. MDAs must immediately audit all current procurement plans. Sanctions of non-compliance, breaches of new policy will attract serious sanctions. Also says that where we have viable local options, where viable local options do not exist, the policy requires that contracts must include provisions for technology transfer, local production, or skills development. Made an example of the sugar industry, where despite local capacity, Nigeria continues to import vast quantities, and so on and so forth, because of course time. So in summary, it's just they're saying there's a new policy out. Nigeria first, Nigerian products, services, whatever first. What we can produce here, we're not going to import. What we are unable to produce, we must make sure that we import the technology and all that's needed for us to be able to produce here going forward.
Very important.
Very important, and that there will be sanctions for those who do not comply.
I took the story of the Oyo State's Governor Seyi Makinde has carried out a cabinet reshuffle. He has reassigned tasks for 5 commissioners. He sent this in a letter through his chief of staff. In the letter, the Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources is being moved to the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. The Commissioner for Environment and Natural Resources is moving to the Ministry of Public Works and Infrastructure and Transport. The Commissioner for Public Works is being moved to the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources. I wonder what informed that has he seen that they will work better in that space?
So the House of Reps Committee on Works and the chairperson of the House of Reps Committee on Works, Honorable Akintunde, visited the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway just to carry out oversight duties, and of course the host controller, Federal Controller of Works in Lagos, Mrs. Olukorede, took them on the tour. So the Honorable Member Chairman of the House Committee on Works was very impressed about the work that has been achieved. He said he's impressed about the pace and the standard of the work on the Section 1 of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, quality and the pace of the work. He was lauding it and praising it, saying that he knows that the House does not approve money easily. If it's 100 naira that is required for a project, they most likely will get it halved. And so with about 50 naira, they've been able to achieve this level of work. So he praised them and said that for whatever cost that is additional, the House will look into how to, reward them and approve the extension. Also, Mrs. Olukorede, who is the engineer, Federal Controller of Works, also stressed the need for understanding to ensure that quality is done. She thanked the committee and all of them for coming and commending the contractor as well as the ministry for the quality.
Fantastic. So we move on to the Punch. Major headline: insecurity. Reps Benue Governor clash as National Assembly resumes duty today. Lawmakers blame Aliyah for killings. State Assembly members meet over Reps' invitation. Concerns over the fact that over 1.5 million UTME candidates scored below 200. 8,000 terrorist bandits killed under Tinubu, Defense Minister says. Makinde moves 5 commissioners in fresh cabinet shakeup. Major petrol, diesel price cut expected over crude slump. And revenue collection inefficiencies cost power firms 965 billion naira. The student loan news is also, I think we've taken that story already. No, we haven't. Minister meets VCs as Nance block Lagos-Ibadan highway, and federal government approves 1.8 trillion naira road project. New contracts are also coming up. I feel one major story we didn't take in the nation was a story of the most important election Nigeria could ever have, which is the local government election and the plans towards local government election. And I need Nigeria, Lagosians, especially within Lagos, because it's happening, this is for Lagos, to pay attention to what is happening towards the local government election. This is not one election that we should not focus on. We'll take a quick break now. When we return, we'll take the stories in the Punch. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.